We had a camera malfunction. This is part 2. We're almost to the end. The flash of two worlds. Part 2. We're at chapter 3. The flash of two worlds. We'd read this. What's he up to? Well, they discovered different costumes. Wait, there's only one answer. There must now be two flashes, and if that's the case, the fiddler may be in double trouble. We'd better set out at once. Reach the museum before those two flashes overcome the fiddler. I hope we're not too late. Shortly at the Keystone City Museum. No sign of trouble. We're in time. Fiddler, there are two flashes. Come on, let's get out of here. We can cope with one, but two may be too much for us. Relax, my friends. I can take two flashes in stride as easily as one. Just watch as I play my violin. In stunned amusement, the thinker gasped, and the shade gawks as... There they are, and they're under the spell of your music. They're dancing like puppets. By Erebus, they're not only dancing, they're actually stealing the jewels for you. Yes, and you two flashes, never mind those little individual gemsies. Just bring me the big jewel treasure, the crowns and scepters. Helpless before the overpowering music, the twin thunderbolts fill their hands with priceless objects and bring them to the fiddler. You see, they are powerless to resist my musical commands. Enough of this. I have the prized jewels, and we've taught both flashes our power. To make certain they don't bother us for a while, I'll freeze them solid for 24 hours. As the eerie strains of music float around them, both flashes go rigid. That'll hold them. Now, let's get out of here. But as the fiddler and his cohort turns to leave the museum, "Hold on, you crooks! You aren't going anywhere. They're free? I better give them a heavier dose. As the old Flash races past the Shade, he sends him whirling. Shh. You're really in the dark now, Shade. You're spinning so fast you can't see a thing. Simultaneously, the other Flash grasps the fiddler's hands and moves them so swiftly that this may be the first musical handcuff in the long history of crime. Working as one, four hands disassemble the thinker's cap before the thinker can gather his wits for a single thought. Minutes later, the three arch criminals are being booked at the local police station. I still can't understand how you overcame my fiddle. Like all crooks, you made a mistake, fiddler. We were forced to obey you, but you neglected to order us not to try and escape. When we picked up those tiny gems, we placed them in our ears rather than discard them when you said to bring you larger jewels. Though we could still hear you, the gems distorted the pitch of your music just enough so that it no longer had any effect on us. Later, at a spot outside Keystone City, this is where I vibrated into your world, Jay. It's time now to return to my own. I hope you can visit me someday. Maybe I will, Barry. Now that I've come out of retirement, I think I'll go on being the Flash. The old Flash watches the new Flash vibrate faster and faster until he blurs out of sight. So that's how he does it. I must remember so I can visit his Earth sometime. In the next split second, the Flash stands on the empty stage of the community center. Iris and the kids have gone. No wonder I was on that other Earth for several hours. I'd better look up Iris and give her some sort of explanation for my vanishing act. Shh. It sure is swell to see Memorial Tower and the sports stadium and know I'm home in Central City. And there's the Picture News building up ahead. And after Flash gives a half-hearted explanation of his disappearance, And that's all you can tell me, Flash? That you took off on a most unusual case? I'm sure our readers would like to hear what happened. Iris, honestly, if they read it in your newspaper, they'd say it was pure fiction. The only ones who'd really believe it would be the readers of Flash comics. That's why I'm going to look up Gardner Fox, who wrote the original Flash stories, and tell it to him. He can write the whole thing up in a comic book. The end. For now. Then there were more commercials.